this is Matt with SPENGA here in Ocotillo. Thank you so much for visiting our studio. Let me show you exactly what to expect on your first session.
When you first walk in the doors, you'll be greeted by one of our friendly front desk staff. Next, we'll have you fill out a waiver. Then we'll have you check in on the iPad and take a peek at the seating chart to find out which number bike you will be assigned. We use that same number for your locker as well. Then you'll go over to your locker and place your belongings inside of the locker. Make sure to keep your water bottle and a towel with you. To secure your locker, you're going to press the C button, pick 4 numbers that you'll remember, and then hit the key button. You should hear it click. It would be the same process to unlock it after class.
Hey everybody, it's Michelle German, head trainer here at SPENGA Ocotillo. Are you guys ready to experience the best workout ever? I'm here to introduce you to SPENGA. We are Arizona's first gym to open up to offer all 3 components of fitness in 1 hour. Every workout starts off with 20 minutes of low impact cardio on the spin bikes. From there we transition right into strength where you're going to build that muscle, and finishing off with 20 minutes of yoga. We do strength-based yoga poses, finishing off with a little bit more of restorative so you leave here feeling revived. I can't wait for you to experience the best workout ever. Come ride, rep, and revive with SPENGA Ocotillo. To find the right height adjustment with your saddle, then what you want to do first is take that leg that's closest to the seat and bringing that knee up to a 90-degree angle. Where the crease is at the hip is where you want to adjust the height of that seat. Once we have figured out the height of the seat, the next step is to figure out how far away we want that seat from the handlebars. A good way to judge how far we should be is taking your elbow to the front of the nose of the saddle and then fingertips reaching to the handlebars. At any time you come in to make some adjustments to your seat and the settings aren't according to you, what we do is to move the seat forward and back, we turn that knob to the left. Once there's enough, then you can go ahead and slide it according to elbow to the front of the handlebars. Once you find that setting, we turn tight to the right and lock it up. Same thing goes for the height of the saddle. We unscrew, turning the dial to the left, then we pull out, and then you can make that adjustment as you're finding that height that's according to you. Same thing goes for the height of the handlebars. Again, you always want to make sure that the handlebars are always 1 to 2 letters higher than your saddle. Now that you've been introduced to the best workout ever, you've learned how to properly set up your bike. Now let's talk about how we can maximize your 20 minutes of spin. As you start to pedal, you're going to notice the display in front of you start to light up. The number in blue, your first number where it says watts, and your RPMs are your 2 most important numbers. You're going to hear your instructors use the term zones, RPMs, and watts to work you through 4 different zones. Okay, so as you're pedaling, your RPMs, revolutions per minute, are always going to match the tempo of your instructor's music. The watts, and determining on how challenging you want to make this 20 minutes of your cardio, is determined not only through how fast you're pedaling, but the resistance knob in front of you. As you turn that resistance to the right, we add on those watts, adding on that power, making it a little bit more challenging. If you ever want to take resistance off, we turn that dial to the left, and pushing down on the resistance knob is also your emergency stop brake. So as you're working through 4 zones, zones 1 and 2 are going to be your warm-up and also your recovery zones, and then 3 or 4 are going to be a little bit more challenging. If you're here to see results and taking your health to another level, you want to make sure you're spending about 8 minutes or greater in zones 3 and 4. Once the instructor starts class, the timer is going to start. You're going to notice we start in zone 1. Okay, so we're going to spend a few minutes just getting the body warmed up. When we're in zone 1, you're going to see a range, a number range that we want you to get into. When you're not in that range, the box is going to stay white. The whole goal is to stay in the green and work through the zones as the instructor calls it out. So when we're asking for a range of numbers, what we're asking for is the number in blue, your watts, also the first number in white. To increase your watts, we add resistance by turning the knob to the right. Okay, so once you're in zone 1, the light turns green. You guys are going to stay in the green, and then we're going to add on a little bit more to get into zone 2. The RPMs are always going to match the cadence of your instructor's music. Let's pretend that we're at 64 RPMs. Okay, so a little bit slower tempo, the perfect opportunity to add more resistance. Once we get to zone 3, it's a little challenging, it might get a little uncomfortable. The one thing that we always ask is always listen to your body first and your instructor second. But if you're looking here to see change, add resistance, we get to zone 3. We're not going to keep you there forever. We will give you an opportunity for a recovery, but again, once you get to zone 3 and the watts into that range, that box turns green. There are 4 zones, so when we get to zone 4, maximum effort. On a scale of 1 to 10, once you guys right around a 9, just for a brief second, and then we always bring you back for that recovery. Welcome to the strength area. After you just completed 20 minutes of intense spin, low impact cardio, boosting the metabolism, we head over to strength. If you guys notice, we have 24 stations. Each member has their own pod that is equipped from their lightest of dumbbells up to the heaviest, their own set of kettles, medicine balls, BOSU, and TRX straps. We have various formats to always keep your muscles confused and bodies challenged. Welcome to yoga. After 40 minutes of hard work, this is your time to slow things down a bit. Coming in hot after 40 minutes, we definitely go right into strength-based poses, so we're still working on a little bit of strength, and then we finish off holding poses a little bit longer. That way you leave here feeling revived and injury-free.